Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Machado and Donaldson slug it out next on the show.
Well, I think the folks.
Tyler Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Bones.
High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Saunders. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 5 on the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly works.
Tyler Bones will stand in to lead things off for the Orioles. Adam Jones set to follow.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Line drive to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
I'll tell you, if this is in...
Tyler Bones strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Floyd into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Tyler Bones stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt?
Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. The relay throw. And he is in there.
Safe, he's in.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Adam Jones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He's running towards second. Hit slowly back to the mound. A tag for 1.
Well, you know, every base runner is precious.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Pompey. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. In to score, the runner from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Boy,
handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Machado and Donaldson slug it out next on the show. Tyler Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. This is line to left. Coming on is Sanders, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Adam Jones will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Tyler Bones will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. It'd be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And that puts the Orioles on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy?
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Bones. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Looking up is Pilar. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
And right now, this guy has got to be one of the hottest hitters on the planet. 2 home runs in yesterday's ball game, and now another 2 home runs here. Whatever he's got going on, he's going to want to bottle that up right now because he is hot.
Tyler Bones comes forward now, and he's got to be feeling pretty confident, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
Now, there's no doubt he's feeling it in this one, Matt. He's getting good pitches to hit and then just letting it rip.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Hey, here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Welcome back to the MLB pregame show. The action is right around the corner, but before we get there, we'll take a look at some young talent you'll see out on the diamond with today's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our man to watch, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his, and who knows, maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Machado and Donaldson slug it out. Next on the show, Tyler Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Tyler Bones.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going. Out there, so they can get guys on base so that they have a chance.
The 0-1, and now the runner's trying for third. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Travis ranges to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And he will make it back in there. He's safe. Tyler Bones will dig in. 1 for 2, including a double. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
They're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance.
You don't see that every night.
Matt Vasgersian here as the guys and I bring you closer to first pitch on the MLB pregame show with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones will be our man to watch. And Eric, he's coming into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending that streak in this one?
Well, Matt, to me, it really comes down to his approach. I think he's really been focused on seeing the ball deep into the strike zone instead of lunging out for it. When hitters wait for the ball, they tend to use the whole field, and that almost always returns good results. If he continues to use that approach, I definitely like his chances of extending the streak in this game.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Bones.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Adam Jones will stand in here, 1 for 4 in Sunday's ball game. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact. Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put...
To be thinking strikeout here. Runner breaks for third. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Tyler Bones will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy?
Tyler Bones ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Adam Jones gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's running towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's an 8-1 ball game.
I don't think this was really a hit and run, but it's going to work out nicely for him. He gets into second base and
Tyler Bones gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch on its way. Hot shot to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. We wrap up this quick 2-game interleague series between the San Diego Padres and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Tyler Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Orioles, designated hitter, Bones.
hard hit ball towards the hole. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Runners going. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. Tyler Bones digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at it with hard stuff.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Cashner pauses. 0-1 on its way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first two games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Tyler Bones will stand in. Line drive to left. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
MLB The Show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next. Tyler Bones will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Jones.
Fields right away.
Runner goes for third. And that's through, a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Warm summer afternoon. We're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball. Tyler Bones will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And that's through for a base hit. Here comes Hardy around third. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now. And he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Jones. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Cobb comes set. Here's the 3-1. Runner's on his way to third. skied into straightaway right. Dickerson's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he is in there.
Yeah, this will get the runner up.
Chris Davis stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. On the ground to the right side. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. That'll plate the runner from third, and the Orioles tack on another. It's now a 2-run lead at 3-1. Tyler Bones stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball. It's here.
He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over 550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
Hey, get ahead right now.
Smiley comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
In now, Tyler Bones. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Hot shot toward third. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He'll get it into second. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game. The tag, and they'll get. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll do.
Series champions.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Tyler Bones is our man to watch. And, guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he has clearly taken with him to the plate every time he goes up there. He just flat out looks like he's going to get a hit every time he digs into that box. And you know what? A pitcher can feel that too. Now, no one likes to face a guy who looks completely at ease and sure of himself at the plate, and that's who this guy is right now. And if he keeps that up, this streak could carry on for a long time.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. It's interleague baseball on the show. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Andrew Kashner, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit.
Adam Jones will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 balls. Runner goes. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through for a hit. Throw into third. The throw by Jay won't be in time. He's in there at third base.
Well, here's a manager showing early.
Chris Davis stands in for the first time now. Looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. To second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to first. Matt Kemp gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Sent on the ground out to second. Boom. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail 1-0. Tyler Bones will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
It's always big when you get your leadoff guy on to start a game like that because that just wakes up the whole team from the very beginning.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Yonhervis Solarte stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Tillman gets the sign. 2-2 pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Bones. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. Alexi Ramirez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Bright lights of downtown on the San Diego Bay. We're back now from Petco Park in the Gaslamp District. Warm summer afternoon at Petco Park in San Diego. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. Interleague baseball comes your way next. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. But the baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now.
Yonhervis Solarte comes to the plate looking to flip the script. His bat has gone ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Gallardo pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. On the ground now for Hardy. This might be 2. 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Tyler Bones is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Bones. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that's been their only hit so far in the game.
Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 13 for him on the year. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy?
In now, Corey Spangenberg. He drew a walk his first time up. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. You can.
At the plate, Yonhervis Solarte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is...
To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Tyler Bones will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Back goes Jay to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. Here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives them a straight challenge.
Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still down by a count of 4-2. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys